Welcome to Kids in the Kitchen. It's time to get down and get some banana bread happening. April, Rose and Sahara in the house. And who else have we got today, Mumi? If you'd like to.
We've got Flora the Barbie doll at the end, and then Lisa, and then Peppa, and then Tabitha, and then this one's name is called Starlight and Moonlight Drive, and this one is called Laguna, and this one is called Merida.
So we have lots of helpers in the kitchen.
And Danny and Waterfall and me and Mum.
Yep, we're all going to get down cooking some banana bread. Now, this is a recipe that April, Rose and I have been doing together, I would say, since she's been about 18 months old. She and this particular bowl have been sitting on kitchen benches making this banana bread. As a little one, she loved banana bread. And I was like, I want to make a nutritious one and one that she can help me with that's all done in the bowl. So we're going to share it with you today so that you can share it with your loved ones and get this wonder happening in your home. So step one is turn on your oven 170 degrees, and then we want to get on to mushing up our bananas. Now, I used to get April to mush up in the bowl, and because of the shape, she found it a bit hard. So we've now been trialing on the plate. You want 3 ripe bananas. The riper your bananas, the less need for any sugar in this recipe. I don't actually use sugar in this recipe, so let your bananas go black. They may look yucky, but they're full of natural sugar, so you don't need to add any extra sugar in, no matter how unrefined it is or full of nutrition. If your bananas are black, you just don't need it. So Moogs, I'd like you to get happening on shoeing up these bananas. So using the fork, this is really simple. You're just pushing down. Pushing down. Maybe you need to hold your banana, or I asked her if she wanted me to cut it up into pieces and she said no. That's it. Get that all happening. And this banana bread is beautiful. As I said, I've been making it for years now and shared it with many people, and I've shared it on social media before, but I haven't actually shared it with me and Moo making it. So I thought this was an awesome one to do for Kids in the Kitchen, especially since this is where Kids in the Kitchen really started for us. First recipe we ever did together, and we're still doing it. Awesome work that you're doing there, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Yeah, bananas get a bit messy, don't they? Here's that one sliding round. There you go. So you can use 2 hands, you know. You can actually get your other hand up, and when you're holding your fork, you might want to bring it. You're getting your fingers all dirty. Go wash them. She's getting her fingers all dirty because she's holding the fork all the way down here. So while she's there, you can then go in after your kids and make sure that it's mushed up really well, depending on whether you like little bits of banana through your banana bread or whether you really want it to be all mushy. So it is literally that simple. We wipe our hands, get any banana off, and then we move on to the bowl. Everything goes into the bowl. Okay, next thing that needs to go in is some coconut oil. But while I'm putting that in, Moose, can you show everyone how you crack an egg and then whisk it up? Yep, we love using our eggs. Well, no, we don't know who's watching. In the last one you showed people, but we may have new people watching today. So would you like to tell all the kids out there what you actually did? Wipe your hands.
I just did that.
I know, but you didn't tell anyone. You've got to tell them. That's the sharing. You tell them that you pick up your egg, and then what do? You
bang it, and then you crack it, and then it comes out.
Yep. And then step 2, how do you whisk up the egg?
You get your fork.
Yep, tell everyone over there.
And then you go whisk up.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, you do that. I've got a 1/3 of a cup of coconut oil.
And it goes really yellow.
It does, because we are using beautiful eggs. So please get eggs from Happy Hens. It does make a difference. Just mix it all in. You've got your banana and your oil mixing in together.
It may be a bit noisy.
In the kitchen it does get noisy.
And messy.
And messy, yeah. But what do we have? We have lots of fun. Do we have fun?
Sure.
Yeah. And do we create lots of yarn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. So my bowl's all mixed in. How's yours going? Oh, that's okay. Do you want to put that one in there?
Sure, can you take this?
Yeah, I'll take that fork for you.
And so you get the bowl, you pick it up, be very careful, and then you tip it in.
Pour it in. And then having a spatula around is also awesome because then you can just scrape all of it in because all that wonder, who wants to leave some in the bowl? Yes, sweetheart? What am I? I'm forgetting something. Hold on. April's just telling me some stories about people who aren't as fortunate as we are, who don't necessarily have the means to buy all these amazing ingredients. And so
To buy even toys.
yeah. So why don't we take a moment to give thanks that we can. We're lucky. We have a beautiful roof over our head. We have beautiful food in our fridge and we create wonderful food.
Oh, and we've also got
We've got something else.
beautiful water.
We've got beautiful water. Yeah, a lot of people in the world, they don't have clean water, Mumi. You know, it's amazing when you just stop and think what you have in your house and what other people don't. And something as simple as water, you know, so many people out there don't have access to clean water. So, Mumi?
Like people can't call people because they have no technology. Because me and Mummy have 2 computers and an iPad and a phone.
We do.
And a camera.
And we do have a camera, which we're using right now. So
No.
let's take, can we just stop for a moment and can we take a moment to give thanks for all that we do have? Okay? So thank you very much. And now I would like you to mix all of this together because our oven is getting hot and we don't want to burn our cake. A hot oven, not so good. Oh my goodness, the fork went in.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, mixing in, and then I've got one of April's favourite things to do.
Yes!
Vanilla essence.
I love vanilla essence, so you know.
She does. She's a vanilla girl, not so much a chocolate girl, but really does love the vanilla. That's looking awesome. Would you like to put that one in? I'll swap with you. I'll take this one. You take that one. Ooh, gold. It's not golden. It's golden in here with the banana and the eggs, and that is black vanilla wonder. Okay, before you put that in your mouth, because she will, let's put a little bit more of it in here.
That's not mine.
There you go.
You don't do that.
Okay. That's all mixing in. Beautiful. And then the next thing that we've got here, because this is literally it, we put mashed bananas in, we've put our coconut oil in, we have put our egg in, we've put our vanilla essence in, and the next is our flour. I like to make this school friendly, so I don't use any nut flours. I'm not a personal, my body, big fan on wheat flours, so I don't like using complete wheat. So what I've got here is a mixture of 3 flours. I'm not too sure if you can see it. I have got buckwheat flour, I've got sunflower seed flour, and I've got pepita or pumpkin meal flour. All of these I've activated, and I've used my Thermomix, or if you've got a blender or a miller or a grinder, to freshly mill up. So I've just done that. And on the very top is some gluten-free baking powder. And so Mumi, I've got something that you can help me with. You ready to do some more helping? No, we'll put that aside. At the end, no, we're finished with the vanilla essence now. Okay, so we've got some wholemeal spelt flour here, organic. Try and get the best quality ingredients that you can in your environment and for your budget. And so, Moogs, I want you to rest the line. I want you to bring it up to 1.5. See this line here, this thick line? Can you get some of the flour here and fill it up? One of the amazing things with cooking is that there's a lot of maths involved. And so you can actually be teaching your kids all about different kinds of stuff while you're actually cooking along. Let's have a look. That might be enough. Just a tad more, not as big, about much, much smaller. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Excellent. Cool. We'll deal with that afterwards. All part of the process, especially with kids. Like, if you're a neat person, please let go of it. When you bring your kids into the kitchen, there's going to be mess. You know, things aren't going to necessarily be as smooth and refined as you want, but, you know, you're teaching your children how to look after themselves, because health begins in the home, begins with what we put into our mouth. We eat all the time. So, you know, put aside your own anxieties over some mess or waste of ingredients and get your kids helping with you, because you're giving them a foundation for life that is just amazing. Yes, sweetheart? You can, but first of all, what I'd like you to do, we're going to do some sifting. So, you know, to get your banana bread with no lumps in it, just put it through. You know, you can sift it in, or this is a strainer, whatever works for you. And this is a really good thing for the munchkins. Messy again. Okay, so we can either, two ways we can do it. We can do little shapes, or you can get your spoon, which is less mess, less wastage, and do it that way. So you might see some of the different colours, or we can. There's definitely a green tinge to this because of the pepita seeds or pumpkin seeds. When they're milled up, it's all beautiful and green. Awesome work that's going on there, Moon. I'm loving it. Look at that, we're almost there.
And then after, can I tell?
You can share with people if you like, for sure. Okay, so I think we're almost done there.
I have to tell other thing
Okay, can you stop now? We're good. Okay, so you can see that there's a whole lot left in here, and that's just some of the husks that are left over from milling the seeds up. So if you don't mind the texture, you can throw them in because it's awesome fiber, and fiber is one of the essential ingredients for good bowel health. And if you don't know it by now, good intestinal health, good gut health is a key to good systemic health, because nothing gets into the body unless it passes through the gut. And if the gut ain't functioning properly, then things are going to get into the body that the body goes, whoa, I'm not really happy with that. So that's my very scientific explanation for you. So I'm going to put them in because we love fiber. Okay, so the next thing is stir it all together. Would you like to tell everyone? April Rose would like to tell you. Because I know my kitchen bench is clean, I can put that in as well. Now, April Rose, it's actually school day here in Oz for us, but April's not at school. Would you like to tell everyone what's been going on?
Yesterday.
Yep, we've had 2 home days, and yesterday we were not very well at all and definitely needed to be home. This morning, I think we could have gone to school, but there was just that little niggling, you know, the look in the eyes, a little bit of the sniffle, the cough, and, you know, tummy, and I thought head. So there was a few symptoms going on, but she could have gone to school. But I was like, let's get you super healthy before you go back. You know, we're here in the tropics and it's hot, and they're in really, really cold classrooms. And so
when you get in the class, it's really cold, and then when you stay in there for a little while, it gets really hot, and it gets really cold. And then you get hot.
So I didn't want her system getting cooled down when there's already dampness in it. So, you know, this morning we went down to the beach and we had some morning sun and breeze, and making sure that we're getting rid of the dampness that's in her system. And tomorrow she will definitely be going to school because she is fit and healthy. So we have, April Rose, can you walk around behind, please? Thank you. We have our mixture. It is that simple. Obviously, it's taken a lot more time because we are chatting and sharing, which is an awesome thing to do in the kitchen, which is, you know, part of the hanging out with your kids in the kitchen is spending time with them and chatting. And when you hang out, you never know what they're going to tell you, and they tell you amazing stuff about their days. You know, when I pick her up from school, it's not interesting telling me anything, but when I give her time things just come out at, weird times. So all the ingredients in a bowl. The next thing we want to do is I've got a loaf tin here. I've got baking paper in it, and we're just literally, April Rose, we're trying to share with the world here. So if you're making lots of noise down there, A, they can't see you, and B, they won't be able to hear what they need to do next. So either come up and join us, or can you please be quiet? Okie dokie. So we've got our mixture. Spatula is good, and literally just pouring in. It's thick. And we're going to put it in the oven for about an hour. My oven's at 170 degrees. It's quite hot. If you have a cooler oven, you might want to put it at 180. And I always check it about 50 minutes to see how it is doing. Okie dokie. Okay, that's all good. Always give a little bit of a bang to get rid of any air bubbles. And our banana bread, Moose, our banana bread that we've been making for years is ready to go in the oven. And tomorrow when you go to school, you will have some beautiful, nutrient-dense banana bread to take to school to munch upon. How cool is that?
April Rose, Flora, Lisa, and Tabitha, and Pepper, and Moonlight, and Starslow, and what's her name again?
Which one?
That one.
Her name is Laguna.
Laguna and Merida, and Danny and Waterfall Rose, 160.
160?
360 alive!
Signing out, kids in the kitchen. We'll show you a pic of the cooked banana bread. It's a bowl, it's a wonder, it's easy, and it's delicious and full of super nutrition in there. Try it out to hang out with your kids. Signing out from Oz. Peace, love, and keeping it real. You going to say bye?
Bye-bye, 360 alive!
360 alive!
And also, if you have kids, make sure they can get some toys to bring with them.
Yes, don't be precious about your space. Make it a game. Play with them. And they'll be learning amazing stuff and hanging out with you and chatting with you in the meantime.
360 alive! Bye!
Woo! 360 alive. Ciao!